Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Scott Ayers. It feels like a breath of fresh air for Husker fans. Just weeks ago, Husker volleyball had lost 5 out of 7, including 2 losses at the Devaney Center. The Husker football team was celebrating their only win of the season against Minnesota, and there was still a great unknown about how good this Husker basketball team could be. Nebraska basketball is on the rise, and Tim Miles might have his best team yet in Lincoln. The Husker basketball team is on fire after a 69-point victory over Mississippi Valley and another dominating win over Southeastern Louisiana University. The team is putting up impressive defensive statistics as they are allowing just 36 points per game through their first 2 contests. The team leading scorer through the opening week is Glenn Watson Jr. with 17.5 per game, and James Palmer Jr. also averaging 17 points per game. The rotation has been different for the Huskers as they have been able to play everyone through their first 2 because of the lopsided games. Head coach Tim Miles talks about how the team will start to have a consistent rotation as the schedule heats up.
When I look at our team, you know, some guys I'm trying to allow them to play their way into the rotation, and then, you know, other guys I just need to figure out who I'm going to play them with.
Well, moving on to the NFL, high action and high speed. We first will start off by looking back and last night's thriller between 2 teams that have been anything but that. We go to San Francisco now. Eli Manning and the Giants are driving against the San Francisco 49ers. A little tiptoe action. Finds Odell Beckham Jr. in the back of the end zone. Money right there. Show him the moves, OBJ. How about that? Now into the second quarter, it's Matt Breida with a nice, powerful run into the end zone. He had 2 scores in this game, giving the 49ers the lead. Now let's just jump ahead now into the fourth quarter. The Giants need a score, and Eli Manning will find his guy here, Saquon Barkley, one of the most explosive backs in the NFL, finding his way all the way down to the 12-yard line. Then 2 plays later, Manning, Shepard, money, ball game. Nebraska football team faces off against Michigan State on Saturday. The last time these 2 teams played, it was 2015. The Huskers won a thriller in a season of disappointment. And what would be Mike Riley's best win as a Husker? Huskers, Spartans, and Nebraska. They had a loss against Illinois that was close. Wisconsin and BYU. Meanwhile, Michigan State, they're coming off a big win over the Michigan Wolverines. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Connor Cook, you remember him? How about this pretty pass that would set up a touchdown late in this game? What some thought would be the nail in the coffin, but Nebraska on the next drive, Tommy Armstrong, end zone. Huskers cut to 1 score, and the Husker defense would finally get a stop late. So then Armstrong, Westerkamp on this next possession sets up a beautiful chance for the Huskers. 2 plays later, Armstrong, Brandon Riley, touchdown, Nebraska. The Huskers take the lead, but Michigan State would get one last chance. It's Connor Cook who tries to find somebody open, can't get it out in time. The Huskers would win this game by a point. And once again, they take on the Spartans with just 3 wins and a new coach against a Spartans team that has a mean-as-ever defense. A bit of deja vu. It will come down to the Huskers' 13th ranked offense against the Spartans' 21st ranked defense. Spartans coming into this game at 6-3 after a loss to Ohio State. Kickoff is at 11 a.m. and the last home game of the season. Moving on to volleyball, the Huskers have won 4 straight matches and have moved up to number 6 in the AVCA poll. That is coming off of 2 victories on the road against Iowa and number 15 Michigan. Nebraska head coach talks about last weekend victories as well as Top Gun.
All right, I thought we did a good job last week. We held Iowa to their lowest hitting efficiency of the year, and then Michigan was a great match. We won 2 really close, tight games. We had to just will them out. On defense, you can't, you know, it's just like a scene from the movie Top Gun. You can't, you don't have time to think, you just have to react.
You don't have time to think up there. If you think, you're dead.
I asked my team, nobody has seen Top Gun, so we're going to have a Top Gun movie night.
Well, finally, if you're feeling down, maybe you had a bad Monday, this story might make you feel a bit better. A Canadian curling team that had an Olympic gold medalist were kicked out of the championship of the Red Deer Curling Classic in Alberta, Canada, after appearing to be too drunk at the arena. They destroyed brooms, were swearing, and damaged part of the locker room. The team has been disqualified from all future events at the club. So to those who doubt the sport, who says curling can't be a wild, crazy ride? That'll do it for sports. Stay tuned. Still more to come here on Star City News.